J-Drone here. This is the Quadrone Warrior, and this is going to be the first flight. I charged the battery last night, and we are going to get it out today. We're going to turn the transmitter on. We are going to push the top button on here, which will turn the drone on. Then you have to throttle up and down. Once you do that, the quad will stop beeping. This pretty neat quad. Has a camera on it, and as you can see here, it's adjustable from the controller. You can shift it in different angles and whatnot. It is not FPV, so that's something you're going to do pre-flight, or if you have a good idea of what you want to capture and good perspective of the drone. This button here, if you tap it, it's for pictures. If you hold it, it's for video. We're just going to readjust that here. So we're going to give this a first flight again, and also towards the end I'll show you the camera on this. This button here is going to fire the motors. There is no down and out on this. There's no down and ins. You press this button and it will fire the motors. In the instruction manual it says auto takeoff, auto land, but it's not that. And give me a second here. It's just checking the camera, stopping and starting the camera, and there's no lights, no indicator lights on it, so I don't know if it's recording or not. I don't quite care for that. I'd like some type of indicator lights. But again, upper right is your auto takeoff, auto land feature, which doesn't auto take off, it just starts the motors. We're going to bring this close to us, just to give you a little look at it. It is a different looking quad. It has very short arms and very long back arms. I've been looking at this for a while. This is identical to the Quadrone Warrior, which is the original one, and a bunch of other people have rebranded it. And right there, the auto start, auto stop, auto start, auto land, which is start the motors, and I'd assume stop the motors. I don't know that it actually lands. Next, that's your speed rates. You have 3 different speed rates. But again, Quadrone Warrior clone. I got this for under $100. Quadrone marks everything way over the top, so the only way I'd suggest buying Quadrone is if you can get it on sale, and bam! Look at that! Got some speed to it. Don't got a quick turnaround though, so note that. Let's see if anything's broken over here. This is also why I suggest people to be flying in an area like I am. If that were to smack off a concrete, you could see the cameras pointed all the way down. It took a hit. Chances are the camera would be gone, damaged, and possibility of the legs being broke or the shell. I will note something, and we're going to turn this off and turn the controller off and restart it all, reset the gyroscope, and hopefully that camera will go back down. The shell on this is much like RC cars, where there's actually body clips, so it pop right off. It's plastic, which is cool, like really thin plastic, so you don't got to worry about damaging it. And as you can see, the camera did reset itself, so that's definitely good to note right there, that if you do crash this lightly and the camera gets jarred and pushed backwards, that it's not going to be completely damaged. So here we go. We are going to take off again and try to take note not to do a hard banking turn, because it's not going to do a hard banking turn. The yaw rate on this drone seems pretty good, which is odd that it can't perform in such a tight turn. But again, this has a camera on it, and it's really meant to be a camera drone, I would assume. On the box it shows that it lifts a GoPro. I've watched many reviews. This is one of the top toy grade brush drones to lift things. This has a good amount of lift on it. The motors on this are really good for hauling a little bit of a payload, I guess you would say. So once I show you the camera on this, if you want this for a camera drone, you're going to want to freaking take that camera off. Probably just step on it, burn it, or take a mallet or a hammer to it, because it's not good. I've seen other reviewers, and I mean, there's not too much about this specific branding, the Quadrone Warrior. I would assume it's the same as the Quadrone Warrior. I've seen reviews on the Quadrone Warrior that the camera is a lot better than what I've gotten. And the only thing I could say to that is, okay, yes, maybe the original one had a better camera, or the reviewer that got it for free, which I didn't get this for free. I paid it close to $100 for it, did a test on it, seen the camera was junk, and then went into it and focused it, because that's what's wrong with this camera. It's out of focus. But you don't know. You honestly don't know if they focused it or if Quadrone Warrior has a better camera than this one. I can't see it. I really can't. They have to me, it would have to be the same setup, because I've bought drones of one make and then a rebrand, and it's generally identical minus paint and packaging. So again, be wary of that. If you're buying this for the 720p camera on here, the one I got was not 720p. I doubt it was even 420. I doubt it was even like a 360p. Dude, this camera is garbage. It's completely out of focus. Now, if it's in focus, it might be all right, but it's not. And as you can see, we get a little bit of range here. I'm not going to push the limits, but definitely got a little bit of range. It has decent range. It flies well. Um, and again, the look of it, I like the look of it, and the fact that I know it's going to be able to lift a GoPro without burning out the motors, and it's actually rated to lift the GoPro. On the box, it shows the GoPro. That's a huge plus in my book for it. But just take note, your fast yawing in a merry-go-round spin you're going to be able to do, but fast bank turning you're not going to be able to do. It's going to take some time. It's going to whiz past you if you decide to do a quick one. And right here, I always do that. What did I just do? I saved my work. And what's my work? What are you talking about? I saved the video on the drone, just in case the voltage meter went off and just decided to wipe the entire card that's been recording the entire time. I've had drones do that. So periodically I stop and start the camera, that way I can save something, and if that does happen, I still have something to go home with, which I had something to go home with this. I actually stopped and started about 2 or 3 times. All in all, I like the drone. It has some slight issues, which we'll show you another slight issue here in a couple minutes. But with these slight issues, I'm also coming back from flying a racing drone. I'm coming back from flying an MJX brushless drones. So to bounce from that to a brush drone, I haven't quite adjusted my flying. Obviously, a brush drone is not going to have the same responsiveness as a brushless drone, especially a racing brushless drone. So keep that in mind. If you, I mean, in here, nope, not yet. If we're gonna show you another one of the things to be aware of here in a minute. But if you jump in a 70s Cadillac and then jump into a 2017 Mustang, they're going to perform differently, they're going to drive differently, and if you try to drive the Mustang like you were driving the Cadillac, it's probably not going to work out too well. Bam! Did I sit it down in the bushes? Nope, did not sit it down in the bushes. So why is it in the bushes? Well, again, I'm brutally honest, guys. If you want sugar-coated reviews, go to the other guys, because I'm not going to do it. Altitude hold on this. Altitude hold works, but when you are dropping altitude and you are pulling down and then you level your stick back out, it is auto leveling stick. It's going to take 1.5 seconds just about to stop coming down. So after you level that left stick from coming down, it's still going to come down about 1.5 seconds. Be aware of that. But again, this is why I fly where I fly, especially on first flights, because if I don't know the drone and we would have smacked into the concrete, again, the camera reset itself. It might not have reset itself. We might have busted up the motors in there that allow it to move. And again, I reset everything just to reset the gyroscope. There's a guy on a quad, and here's some deja vu. Look at the gravel. You can't see the gravel's definition. That's how bad this camera is. This isn't the worst camera that I've had, but it is one of the worst cameras that I've had. I have a little bit of the Quadrone Pro cam. Uncanny Quadrone. Pretty poor cameras. Quadrone Pro Cam is the worst camera that I've ever had. So be aware of that. I did put the X5C's camera on it, and it is an excellent flyer, very smooth flyer, but the camera that came with it was not great, just as well as the camera that came with this is not great, and we're definitely going to put a GoPro Hero on this and see how that works. See if we get decent picture quality. I know even with this little bit of jello that we have going on, that with the GoPro on it, I'll still be able to pull stills from it all day. I pulled a still from this video prior. I took like 3 different videos. I'm showing you the last one because it was the most calm flight that I have. I was kind of zipping around in the other ones, but I did get a still from it, and again, it's just not focused. If you look your bottom left corner, that seems to be where the focal point is. The rest of it's completely out of focus, and I'm not that guy. I'm not the free reviewer that's going to make drones look good. Does this fly well? Yes. Do I suggest buying this for under $100? Absolutely don't buy it for any more. Do I suggest buying this for the camera? Absolutely not. If you want a larger drone that looks cool, that can house a GoPro, then I'd suggest buying this. But again, for under $100. Otherwise, just go on Amazon and get the Kading Warrior or the rebranded Kading Warrior. That is it's like a yellow and black combo, or like a off yellow, like a school bus yellow and black combo. Same exact drone. Guys, I'm J Drone. We don't sugarcoat stuff here. I tell it how it is. If you don't like that, you might want to find somebody else. But if you like truth, you like a consumer flying like yous are, you like somebody who buys most of their drones, hit that subscribe button. Because this is what I do. I do work full time. This is not my job, but I enjoy doing this. This is my passion. If you're on Facebook, guys, check out the link down below. It's for Drone Days. It is one of the dopest groups on Facebook, most informative. If you have anything that you need to know about drones that I'm not flying, you can always ask me here. I'm very versatile. But if you really want to talk to maybe people who are flying them and get a direct feedback of somebody who has had it in their hands, in Drone Days, I can guarantee you any drone that you have has probably been represented in the group. We are worldwide. I mean, we're represented everywhere from every corner of the earth. And it's not just the United States group, so keep that in mind. If you are from India, if you're from Asia, if you're from Australia, if you're from the UK, if you're from Canada, if you're from the Bahama Islands, if you're from South America, I could go on and on and on, England, Ireland. Dude, if you're from anywhere in the world, and I welcome extraterrestrials. If you're from outer space and you're checking this out, dude, click join. And again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel and you like the videos that I'm putting out, you like honesty, you like I tell it how it is, because that's exactly what I do. Like this: good flyer, we'll lift the GoPro, dope drone, camera on it's garbage. That is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing whatsoever like some of the other guys do. I'm not going to fix stuff before I fly. I'm going to fly out of the box just like I've done here. I didn't try to correct the focus. I went out to show you exactly how it was. And we are setting this down. I tried to press that button. It's really not landing, so I'm just going to hold down here, get this steady, and hold down and see if the motor shut off. And the motors did shut off. Again, this is Quadrone Warrior, and this was my first flight with it. Alright guys, take care, and again, subscribe. Alright, later.